It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We're playing for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Seattle.
Faking the give, Darnold. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Seahawks.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the ball carrier did not benefit. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Steal once more. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Browns. First down.
To throw is Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing, Sanders. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
Straight ahead, Steele. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
19, tag! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Panther 11, Panther.
From the gun, it's Shadur. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 28.
To throw is Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now They've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off of play action, Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter, here we go. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 13-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Darnold. From left side, taken in by Kmet. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They work now on 2nd and 9. Sanders to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cougar 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, here's Steele. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go again with Steele. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now Sanders. Open man, that's Campbell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Now a first carry here for their running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So it winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Hawk set 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Sanders. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Panther 60.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he make it to the 25. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now it's Darnold. That one caught. It's Horton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cole Kmet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And he returns this to the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Sanders. Man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Operating from the gun. Sanders. Pass caught right side. Fannin. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
60 back down. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, it's Steele. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's a gain of 5.
Here's Sanders from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
Jackie
line.
Lying.
They'll hand it to Steele. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
To throw is Sanders. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready up. Here we go. Hey.
Martinez is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys.
And they'll
this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back for a chance to really extend this lead out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7.
Slot man moves right. Darnold now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Top 60, top 6, top 19, top 19. Ready?
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 30-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll try the left side with Steele. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll run. Steele. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
70 Timberwolves.
Here comes Steele. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run Martinez. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw now, here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
This is Martinez. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let go.
It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Back up. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hold the set.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Sanders. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
Seahawks 17-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
First down.
Now Darnold. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Browns' 39-yard line.
Darnold loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Here we go, here we go.
34-yard line.
Liking 18. Let go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. There's a short one caught by Finn, and this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've done it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Stop low, 18. Stephanie.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.T. Perry. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down, Seattle.
From the 50, it's Darnold. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back in the 25. Carson Schlesinger. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Seahawks 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. There's a short one caught by Finn.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be sacked down around the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Sanders to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stopped with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds Smith and Jigba. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 34 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before they stop just before the 35. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Cleveland Browns, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.